always enjoy the song, just the background song. It keeps, it makes me want to move. It makes me want to move. It makes me want to dance. It makes me want to do all of those things. Welcome to the Morning Glory Show. My name is Ntabi and I am your host. I am super excited about today's show. I hope that you are having an amazing Sunday morning. If you're watching this in the afternoon, good afternoon. In the evening, good evening. Whatever time it is from your side of town, hello. I really appreciate your time here with us. If you're watching, please consider smashing that like button just to show the love that you know what you are here and enjoying yourself. I'm here and I'm back with another amazing show for you. And I'm hoping that this 1 hour only period 1 hour only period show will definitely leave you impactful, leave you inspired, leave you empowered, because that's what we're all about here on Real Talk with Ntabi. We're all about empowering you. We're all about giving you that morning glory so that you can kickstart your day, so that you can shape up your life, shape up your day, shape up, whatever that you wish to accomplish in life. Shape it up a little bit, polish it a little bit, polish, make things to be on point. That's what we're about here. Awesome. So I'm not going to waste time. I'm going to kickstart the show and just say, should I do a recap on yesterday's show? I don't think we really need to do a recap, but I think yesterday's show was packed with amazing content in terms of how you can protect your information as an individual, how we should protect our audience, whoever gets to be a part of our platforms, how can we protect their information? And of course, I shared a little bit about the scam that happened with Soweto's Finest. If you haven't checked it out, definitely go back and check it out. And I shared a little bit of my journey in terms of how I got to be a designer, how I got to start my business, how I kickstarted. Well, it was a brief, of course, discussion, but I think the bottom line is that you don't have to worry about how you get to start your brand or start your business. In life, you start somewhere. I started while I was at school, and I got to be where I am today, manage my own business, run it, and still, keeping it running and going. And it's just an amazing feeling. But with that said, we're going to jump in straight to the quote of the day. I hope you're ready for this. All right. So, what is our quote for the day? All right. So, our quote for the day is from the one and only, the one and only, Mr. Richard Branson. Right. You got that quote, right? Now let's discuss this quote a little bit. Let me read it again. Richard Branson says, life is like a camera. Just focus on what's important, capture the good times, develop from the negatives, and if things don't work out, take another shot. Take another shot. So I love this quote. And I think, we can relate it to our everyday life that, life is like a camera and you just need to focus on the importance. How many times do we focus on the negative things? How many times do we pay attention to the things that don't really matter to us? How many times do we, put our energies or focus our energies into negative things that don't really benefit us in any way? How many times do we do that? Now, it's so important that we look into changing how we look at life and stop focusing on the things that are just not benefiting us, things that are just not feeding us anything that is great. Now it says that just focus on what's important. And let me make an example. We often have people that you would have a space of amazing people. Let's assume that you decided to wake up in the morning, go to work, and by the time you woke up and looked in the mirror, you saw yourself looking good, feeling good. You walked out, you got people complimenting you by the garage, filling up petrol. And then after that, you went straight to work. You get to work, you get in, the receptionist is like, Tabi, you're looking great, you're looking amazing. And then this one person decides to come to you and goes like, yo, what are you wearing today? Mm-mm-mm. No, 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 no. And then you're gonna focus on that person, on that one person who just decided to say something that is negative. You're gonna try to focus on that person. And then the next thing, your day is ruined. Why should it be like that? Why should you overlook all the great things that got to happen in your life, all the good compliments that you got, and allow this one comment to really bother you? No, child. No, fam. No, fam. We ain't about that. We ain't about that. It's so important that you focus on what's important. Leave the negative. Leave a negative. So it says that develop from the negative. So I do believe that, there are negative stuffs that you will somehow find something good out of. Some people, you get to see that, through that negativity, you get to read people's mindset. You get to become a bigger person. You get to see your strength, because if you allow just about anything to just control your emotions, control your way of thinking, control your way of doing things, then you have a problem. So there's something positive that you can get from all of this. But now all I'm saying is that take care of your peace, honey. Take care of your peace. And now the last part, listen to the last part. The last part, says, okay, what was the last part? The last part says, if things don't work out, just take another shot. In life, you will go through the most. In life, you will have challenges. You will try to, accomplish something and then things don't work out. You will try to take a shot at something and then it doesn't work out. But now, that does not mean because you have taken a step and it wasn't good, you can't do it again. Let's make a typical example, all right? We can make a typical example with your phone. You take a picture, you take a selfie, and then you look at it, you're like, this selfie is not clear. What do? You retake that picture. You retake that picture. And retaking that picture means that you are now looking to get what? A clearer picture, a better picture with a better quality. Correct? Correct. Well, yeah, I am correct. And I hope that you can just type in correct if you agree with me. So you can retake that picture, right? And the minute you retake that picture, you get a clearer picture. So that's what you need to do also in terms of your life. You need to make sure that you retake certain areas of your life. If maybe you started something and you realize that it's not going right, try again. Try again. There's nothing wrong with trying again. You are not a failure from trying again. You're not a failure if you're gonna pause on something or try it again. And you're not stupid or what, I don't know what word to use, but it's not like there's anything wrong with you. We're humans. We try things and then they don't work out. It's normal. It's human. It's normal. Whether it's in business, be it in your career and all of that. Now, if I can share a little bit about how I got to build my career. Child. Guys, I failed. I failed in my life. I failed not just once, many times. Okay. Let me fix my hat as I tell you my story. I hope you're ready to hear my story. Are you ready? Because I am. Are you ready? Because I am. All right, let me tell you my story. I failed at some point. So I failed grade 10 at some point. And yes, you might be thinking, Ntabi, you are so old. You are 34 right now. You're going to be telling me about grade 10. Let me tell you something. Every part of your life you carry with you, one way or the other. The fact that I can still remember that I failed grade 10 and remember how that feeling was, it means that this is a part of me, a part of my life, okay? So now when I failed grade 10, I was like, no ways. Me failing, I've never failed in my life. That was the craziest thing that I saw. Like, I never thought I would fail. And I refused to allow that to like I was in denial. I was like, no, I need to remap, no, you know. But then I got to a realization that no, Ntabi, you know that there are certain things that you did not put effort on. That's why you ended up failing. So I had to sit back now, evaluate and see what didn't I do right. Now, after that, I went to university, right? Well, I failed grade 10, and of course, I told myself that I'm never gonna fail. And I passed grade 11, I passed grade 12, and I made sure that I didn't fail. Now, I got to university. Yes, with the intention that I'm never failing. I got to university, and then courses kicking me right, left, and center. And did I fail? I did fail again. I failed again to even a point where I dropped out at one university. And now I just want you to understand something, that failure is a stepping stone to becoming the best version of yourself. Failure is an opportunity to try again. So sometimes you can tell yourself that I'm never failing again. I'm never going to go through that thing that I've went through before. But unfortunately, life happens. You might find yourself in that same boat, but not because you wanted to be in that boat, but because things happen. You know, you thought you knew something, you thought what you knew was right, you thought the methods that you were using were correct, but only to find that they were just not correct. And you had to find a better approach in terms of doing things. So now that is life on its own. That is life on its own. You need to understand that you will, have obstacles in life. You will have moments where you bump and fall. You will have moments where you fall and when you fail and things are just not going right. And you feel like, oh my word, like things are not adding up. And it doesn't look like I'm going anywhere. You will feel that way. It's normal. It's okay. But that does not mean that should define your progress. That should define where you need to go. That should define your way of thinking or wanting to progress with whatever that you wish to accomplish. So the fact that I failed at some point did not stop me from pushing. I was able to go to another university. I swallowed my pride. We have a problem with pride as people. We have pride and we don't want to just be honest and be realistic sometimes, because I had to be realistic and go like, Marayo, I'm more conscientious, but like it's getting hectic. What's happening? It seems like nothing is going the way I wish it to go. So what do? I had to come up with another plan. So in life, understand that you will try methods that you think will work, but when they are not working, it will be high time for you to rethink and be aware of the fact that you need to, do another plan or take another route of doing things. And it's okay. There's nothing wrong with it. So just because you failed, never, never, never feel like you are a failure or never feel like it's the end. Maybe it's just an opportunity for you to realize that no, whatever that you are doing is not in line with what you need to do. Or whatever that you're doing, it doesn't speak to you. Whatever that you're trying to do, it's not meant for you. You get my point? Maybe it's not meant for you. Maybe there is something bigger that is meant for you. Maybe whatever that you failed on, it's just a list of what you can do. And maybe it's a blessing in disguise because God is actually preparing you for what you are meant to be doing. So never look at failure in a bad way. And something about failure, I always feel like as individuals, it's so important that we find something that we can learn out of every situation. Everything happens for a reason in life. And whatever that happens, always find, something good out of it. Even if you failed, find something, even just one thing that is good, that will help you to keep going. I hope you got that. I hope you got that. That is really something that is important. Make sure that you do that. Anyway, I hope that you are enjoying the show. I feel like I'm preaching right now, but you know what? It is what it is, and it's super important that we keep doing this. Now, Who am I? Who am I? I am Ntabi. And I am on all social media platforms as Real Talk with Ntabi. So you can consider following me on all social media platforms: Instagram, Real Talk with Ntabi; Facebook, Real Talk with Ntabi; Twitter, Real Talk with Ntabi. Check me out. And of course, if you haven't subscribed to this YouTube channel, consider subscribing, because you're going to enjoy the show. It's packed with so much fun, and there's just so much more. So much more on this channel. So I can tell you now, even if you can decide, let me browse on this channel after watching this video, there's so much empowerment and inspiration that you're gonna get. And if you're watching from Facebook, Facebook, of course, that's where I'm streaming. I'm streaming on YouTube and Facebook. If you're on Facebook, much love and appreciation to you. All right, awesome stuff. Now, where were we? So like I said, you can definitely follow me on other social media platforms as a Real Talk with Ntabi. Alrighty. Should we bring in the pink logo? Should we bring in the pink logo? Or should we go with the white? Which one is better? Let's bring in the pink a little bit, just for some fun. Just for some fun. You know what? Now we're going to move into our next segment. But I think before we do that, let's see what's happening on the chat. But before that, I think we'll go to the chat in the next 10 minutes. All right. So let's just continue with the session and speak about what's happening on the socials. Are you ready for that? Are you ready for that? Are you ready for that? All right. So what's happening on the socials today? What's happening on the socials now, guys? Here's the thing. Social media bullying is a thing now. And social media bullying is affecting a lot of people. And there's just nothing good about it. Some of us have got YouTube channels. We see people commenting. We see people coming into a live like this, commenting about just negative things. We see people coming and, somehow trying to, act all bossy and everything and say negative things. Or people trying to tell you how you should manage your platform, how you should communicate with your audience, how you should do things in general. You get my point? So there's just so many things that people are doing that feel like, okay, I can just immediately type something and it's okay. It's okay. So they feel the need to just type. People type before thinking about something. Now, in life, we've got two different people. Well, we are different. Now, we have people that are able to handle, bullying in a certain way or ignore it. When someone comes to your platform and becomes negative about the kind of content that you create, or trying to just be, a little bit of a bully in terms of trying to put a message across. Some people, or maybe speak nasty about you. I mean, someone might comment and say, "Ooh, your head or your hair looks nasty. Ooh, your nails. Ooh, your jersey is not nice." All those funny things, right? Or, "Ooh, your body doesn't look nice," or your nose. Something like body shaming. Like apart from body shaming, but I think let me incorporate the two, because also it's something that would happen, because it will be on social media. Someone is doing something, they would either comment about the kind of content that they're creating, or also commenting about themselves. So I feel like we need to understand something, that we need to think before we type. Before you type something, you need to think. And typing is nothing different from you having a conversation, a one-on-one conversation with someone. Typing is not different from getting into a place and then pointing out someone and telling them that, "Ooh, what do you think you're doing? Your body looks like this," or you don't, your content, saying something negative. It doesn't matter whether it's online or offline. It doesn't make a difference. But we need to think before we type things. We need to think before we speak to people. Because you don't know. There are people that cannot handle criticism, guys. There are people that are, and I think, let me make a very good example. When it comes to a platform like YouTube and, let's say, TikTok, for example. Now, obviously on YouTube, we create videos, and you create videos because obviously you want to add value, and you want to maybe share content about certain things that you're doing, and with the aim of course, making sure that people find it valuable, or you somehow reach an audience in some way. But now you also putting out who you are, or putting your life out there and everything. And the sad part is that when you're trying to put out who you are and someone comes and becomes negative, some people are not able to handle that, guys. I'm just gonna laugh at you. I personally will laugh at you and probably will block you, because I cannot, tolerate negativity. If maybe you come to my platform with negativity, I'll definitely consider blocking you. But now, not everyone thinks that way, or not everyone get like overlooks certain things. They don't just ignore. So now what happens is that, what I mean is that it's so important that we think before we type. We think about how something is going to make another person feel. Now, it's so important that we understand that the issues of mental health are like, mental health is a serious thing, and people have issues of mental health based on different things. And one of them, it could be that I could be on social media just to somehow, to spread some positivity and to somehow make myself feel good. Maybe it's another way of just confidently putting myself out there, and to just, it makes me feel good that I can engage and, empower someone, or it's my safe space. There are some people that honestly share content because it's their safe space. They know that someone will comment and give me something positive, or comment with something positive about what I'm doing. And now, when you have people that come and put negativity or negative words and everything, sometimes it discourages people. So the social media bullying should really be avoided. And I'm saying this because you and I are on social media. You and I are on social media. And it's important that we practice that. We practice kindness. Practice kindness. Stop hate speeches. Stop trying to look, or to act better, because it's so easy for a person on the other side. And most of the time you find that even people that get to bully others on social media, when you look at their platforms, it's like there's nothing that they're doing that is valuable. So my sister, my brother, my advice to you is that do not allow anyone to stop you from reaching your goal. Do not allow anyone to stop you from creating content that you wish to create, just because one person feels like your content is not great, or your content is nasty, or you are just not putting out great content. Just because they think so does not mean that is it. No, it's not the case. It's definitely not the case. So please consider taking care of your mental health. Take care of yourself. Don't allow anyone to just walk all over you just because they want to feel better. Because sometimes people do things just to make themselves feel better. They do things to make themselves feel better. And by doing that, they want to now drag you into their problems. They want to drag you into their misery, to drag you into their lives that is, a life that is just not worth it. They're probably living their life and it's not even worth it. And we are all in the social media spaces for a particular reason. You might be here just because you want to be entertained. You might be here because you are hustling. You might be here because you are seeing value and you want to grow your platform, and, to end up even, progressing in terms of monetary value. You want to somehow build, a sustainable profit out of all the social media platforms. So now, do not allow any person, I don't care how big or small they are, I don't want you to allow anyone to take control of what you are capable of doing. Because if you're going to allow just one person to control how you should live your life, how you should do things, then you are doomed forever. Because in life, you will get people that are negative. I mean, let me tell you something. My YouTube channel is currently on what? You'll probably be watching this years from now, and it will be on like 100K subscribers. you know, manifesting is definitely going to happen. So now, what I'm saying is that as this channel grows, because we have obviously a small group of family that we've built, you and I, of course, that is now engaging with this on this conversation and watching. The fact that you're watching, you're part of the family, so much love to you. I love you. Okay. So my point is, as this platform grows, there will be people that put in hate speech, that try to act or somehow, or try to control as to how you should record your YouTube videos, your TikTok videos, your Instagram videos, your Facebook videos, whatever, acting like they are professionals, or coming up with nasty ways of just making you feel bad about yourself. And I'm saying that do not allow people to walk all over you. Focus on your lane, leave the negativity. The quote of today by Robert Branson, it says that, actually, let me roll it out again. I think let's roll up the quote, because this quote also speaks about this part of the show. Yes, you got that quote right. You got it right. So it says that life is like a camera. Just focus on what's important, capture the good times, develop from the negativity. And if things don't work out, take another shot. So stop. Stop focusing on the negative. Stop focusing on the negative. Look at the negative as some kind of push to be in the right direction, or to keep doing your best. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. It's so important that we take care of our mental health. We take care of our peace, guys. Your peace, your your peace is very important, guys. Like, your peace is so important. Your peace is very important. Take care of your peace. I can tell you right now, if you can have that, when you see people trying to mess up your space, mess up where you want to go in life, just take a breath in. Smile while you're at it and breathe out. And just carry on with your day. And just keep going. And just keep going. Because it's so important that you take care of yourself. No one knows what you aim to achieve more than yourself. So don't let anyone try to, put you out of track. No. Who are they? What are they about? For what? For who? No. Keep focused, my friend. Keep focused. Now I think it's time for us to go and check out what's happening on the chat. Are you ready for the chat? All right. So what's happening? What's happening? So we had Mr. Sambo saying good morning, good morning. Hello, hello. We have Ria K. Hey Ria, much appreciated. And then, luckily, our Facebook is showing. The comments are showing. How beautiful. Good morning, Tabby. It's indeed important to focus on what's important in life. Great inspiring content here. I couldn't miss this one out. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. I appreciate that you were with us yesterday, and we were having this obviously yesterday's conversation, and you contributed. I just want to say thank you so much, and I'm glad that you're getting value out of this content. It's so important that whatever that we put out there, it gives out value. So with that, you have just made my day. Okay. One day I'll have a proper sound and I'll just press. You know what? It's going to be great. All right. This is a very long message, right? Okay. Let's read. Let's read this. Okay. I can't even see myself. Can you see me? This is the first. We've never gotten this a very long message like this, but we appreciate it. Keep it coming. Keep it coming. So let's read what you have to say. Failure is indeed a blessing in disguise. After passing my grade 9, I chose to do business studies. Well, yet my maths teacher from grade 9 fetched me and ended up doing maths and science. Guess what? Oh my word. I've passed them both less than 40%. After passing my matric, I decided to go to a TVET college, TVT college, and I chose marketing management, and my uncle got angry because I never went for what? Medical engineering? Oh, mechanical engineering. Good news is that I've passed all my modules with 70% plus. I felt what you just said. Oh my word. Oh my word. You know what? You've said so many things in this message. Now let's break it down. So you guys can't see me, so let's hide the message. So let's break down your message right now. Thank you so much for sharing your story. The fact that you chose to, you passed grade 9 and you chose to do business studies, but a teacher saw potential in you and then made you go to doing maths, right? And then you managed to pass. It doesn't matter how many marks you got, but you managed to pass, right? Now, your uncle was angry with the choice that you made, but you did good at it. This is maybe something that I can share to say that in life, not everyone will see your vision. Not everyone will understand the path that you want to take. And something about, our elders, our parents, or just people in our lives who want, great things for us. Sometimes they won't understand the choices that we make or why we choose to want to focus on doing certain things. But now the truth is, if we believe so much in achieving something and in something that will probably be the best for us, it's so important that we somehow keep going and not allow anyone to stop us from those dreams. But now it's important to just take them along and make them aware and show them that, no, you know what, the reason why I'm doing this course, it's because I want to achieve this. There's an opportunity for this where and when. So if we can just show our people that, it makes it easier for them to somehow see value in supporting us. And not everyone will support you, unfortunately, but the fact that you keep going and doing what you love, it's so important. And the results will eventually show. Not everyone will see value in what you're doing, but when the results start showing, that's when people start realizing that, oh, so this is what you were aiming to achieve all along. And the fact that they're seeing results, now they're now becoming happy that, oh, okay, we see where you're going. It's like building a home. It's like building a foundation. When a foundation is starting, no matter how solid a foundation is, when the foundation is there, you can't really see the structure of the house, of whatever building that is going to be built there. But the minute they start building it, if it's halfway, you can see that, oh, okay, this shape is going this way. You kind of get an idea that, oh, okay, this is where it's going. And as they continue building, you start realizing that, oh, okay, so basically, this is how this building is going to be. When it's done and finished, you're like, oh, now I see what they were trying to build. And it's not like someone will understand your vision even after progressing or, getting a step into bettering your career, or just making sure that all of whatever that you have said is happening. Some people won't understand. You might get a job. They'll be like, I'm still not sure if you chose the right career. And then one day you decide you get a promotion. They'll be like, no, we get it. You got promotion, but we're still not sure. And then you start your own business or whatever. And then still, or maybe only then people will be like, no, now we see what you were passionate about. So not everyone will see what you're capable of. But nevertheless, keep going. You know what? Keep going. Thank you so much. Hey, Coach Remy, much appreciation. Our coach. This is our fitness coach, guys. Give him some love. Hi, Omaya girls. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you. Hello, hello, hello. Much appreciation. She is also, Coach Remy. I don't know if you usually check Omaya. She's also doing exercises on her channel. You know, she's just she keeps it moving. Very true. I'm glad that you are agreeing with that. Hi, Sizzle. So much appreciation for joining. We appreciate you here. We appreciate you here. So I'll just move on to the comments that we have. Netizens have no chill. What you say in your comments says a lot about you, but people probably just think they don't know or see me. Thumbs down is the worst thing on YouTube. I wish it can be taken down. You know what? I hear what you say. I hear what you say, and I totally agree with the points that you're mentioning. That probably, I mean, people just they have no chill. It's like to them it doesn't matter. And the truth is, you have people like that won't care and everything. But now, what we need to do or protect ourselves by, or how we should protect ourselves, it's so important that we overlook such people. We move away from such, even if you get a thumbs down. I mean, I think I got a thumbs down on one of my videos. I think there's one of my videos, I think one of the live videos that I did sometime last week. I saw one thumbs down and I was like, whatever, doesn't matter, it's fine. Yes, I would wish that people that are negative or that don't like my content to just somehow keep it to themselves. But because this platform, you obviously give you an opportunity to even dislike, it's fine. I'm just gonna ignore that and focus on the positive people. Yes, it's not a good feeling to get a thumbs down because it means that someone does not like. But what I say is that not everyone will like what you're doing, no matter how great you are. Not everyone will like the kind of content that you create. And even if 100 or a million people like what you're doing, there will be another million probably that probably don't like what you're doing. And it's okay. As long as you still have people that like what you're doing, don't focus on the negative. We move, honey. We move. Walk with our. Thank you so much for your comment. We keep walking. We keep walking. Just like your name. We keep walking. Love you too, girl. Thank you, thank you, thank you, Queen. Wow. Yes, yes. Thank you so, so much. All right. So I think that is all we have on our comment section. And like I said, guys, you are welcome to somehow, leave a voice note on my Instagram and just share something. If you enjoy the show and if you want to say something about the show, you can definitely WhatsApp us that voice note, and then we can share it on the next show just to celebrate the fact that you are benefiting something out of this. So yeah, it's something nice that I think we can do. Even if you want to send maybe a short video clip, we can just put it out there for you, just to make this fun and interesting and more engaging. How do you like that? So this is the number. So that is the WhatsApp number that you can consider using. Now, we are 40 minutes on the show, and we are left with exactly 20 minutes to be out of here. Remember, I said that this show is 1 hour, period. 1 hour, period. We are not going to add more hours. It's just 1 hour. Now, moving on to the next part of the show. What is the next part of the show? Can you guess? You guessed it. You guessed it. Let's talk business over coffee. Now, what are we talking about today? In terms of business, what are we talking about? Let me sip on my coffee while I prepare to tell you. Delicious. Delicious. All right. So what are we, guys? You know what? I think before we move on to that, I just want to check if maybe we had any Facebook people that were commenting, because some of the comments on Facebook, they don't show. We don't get to see those comments. So just in case someone commented, you see, we've got Zanele on YouTube commenting. Good morning, Tabby. Good morning, Zanele. Thank you for joining. We apologize that we didn't read your comment. King Vusi saying good morning. Good morning, guys. Much love and appreciation. Thank you, of course, for joining and being a part of the show. We love the fact that you're part of the show and you're engaging with us. It's super awesome. We appreciate it. Now, back to business. Let's talk business over coffee, right? So now, what is the conversation for today? What are we talking about? So on today's business talk, we're talking about, online social media platforms that you can use to make money as a form of a, side hustle, which sometimes can eventually help you to definitely monetize all of those and make it a big business. All right. So now, which social media platforms are we talking about? You're about to see that now. All right, so you got to see that. You can make money using Instagram. You can make money using YouTube. You can make money using Facebook. You can make money using TikTok. All right. Now, let's start with Instagram. How can you make money on Instagram? So now this is how Instagram works. You get to make money through brands. You get to make money by growing your social media platform and, of course, building an engaging audience that will eventually buy into whatever that you are selling to them or whatever that you are value that you put in to them. Now, this is what's happening. Let me share a little bit of my story. So at this point, you know what? I love it when we are practical. Trust me, I love it when we are practical. And it's so important that we become practical so that you see exactly what I'm talking about. Okay? So I'm going to show you my Instagram page. And just to take you through a little bit about, what's happening on my Instagram, what's the purpose of my Instagram, how am I monetizing it, and how do I aim to grow it, going forward. All right? So we are about to do that. Awesome stuff. Awesome, awesome. Now, this is my Instagram. So this is my Instagram. And I currently have about 3.1 people or 3.1 followers on my Instagram. Now, the kind of content that I create on my Instagram is nothing different from who I am. I create content that speaks to me, that is authentic to me, content that keeps empowering people and all of that. And I share my business stuff and all of that. And having said that, I got to work with brands, right? Now, I'm going to show you something. You see this Sunlight product here. So I got to work with companies like Sunlight through, some cleaning companies to be able to promote their stuff. So now this is something that is in line with what I love doing. I love cleaning. I love, doing homey stuff. I love, something that has to do with hygiene. Look at that. You look at that Kellogg's. It's like these are brands that, I love certain, breakfasts. I love certain food. So this is the kind of thing that I would also want to promote or kind of promote on my platforms, right? As you can see, I was even sharing content about granola and how best you can eat it and everything. This can make someone consider eating or buying granola and all of that. Now, there are many things. Now, I'm going to show you this post right here. So this post is what I did on an app called Humans. So Humans is an app that allows you to really work with brands. So I got to even do a course about what makes a good influencer, how to work with brands and everything. And I got to work with them, and for me to be associated with brands, I would need to have this app. So what happens is that you're gonna have to need to have an app and have social media followings, and obviously bid on campaigns that speaks to you. You can bid on a cleaning campaign. You can bid on a food campaign. You can bid on a what product range, like facial products. So it can be a lot of products that people can be marketing and everything, or campaigning on. Brands can be campaigning on. So I got to work with them, and from there on, I was obviously getting paid, right? I was getting paid to post about, the brand, and just to share my views, to use the products. And of course, after using the products, so I just want to maybe get one of the recent posts that I did. So this is one of the posts that I did. This was with Domestos, for example. So it kind of shows you, how you can take advantage of the Domestos wives and make use of them and make them work for you, for your space and all that. So they are nice and easy to use. So I get to share content around that, how to keep your home clean and whatever, all of those things. So there's just so much more content that I got to do. Look at this one. So this is me sharing about this Domestos product, how it can be effective in your home, how you can use it, how you can utilize it, and all of that. So definitely you can make money on obviously Instagram, looking at the content that you are good at and something that speaks to your audience, that speaks to the people that you have, and obviously work with brands that speaks to you. You can't promote something that you are not using. You can't promote something that you've never tried, because it will be a lie. It's so important that you become authentic and obviously tell your honest opinion. Yes, some influencers would really sell something just for the sake of selling, but it's important that you do something that when you speak about a brand, or when you speak about a product, you speak about something that you've used yourself. All right. So that is important. So how do you make money on Facebook? So on Facebook, there are many ways to make money in terms of obviously growing your life. I'm not your life, growing your audience on the pages that you have. So if you have a lot of people on your page, it works similarly to YouTube. Right now, it's a rule that started a few years ago, or last year if I'm not mistaken, where if you have a good number of people, you can start monetizing that, activating it for monetization. So the more people you have on your platform, sometimes you can get paid from that. So it's another way of doing it. So you should consider, finding out, googling more about how you can make money on YouTube. I know people overlook it, but it's really making people get money. So it's something that is great. Now we're moving on. How can you make money on TikTok? So TikTok, I used to just have negative vibes about TikTok, but it's mainly because TikTok can be addictive, guys. TikTok is addictive. If you're not gonna be real, and if you're not gonna try to make sure that you become disciplined in terms of how you use your time on TikTok, I'm telling you, it's going to be a problem. You can scroll and watch all the videos and honestly consume so much content without you realizing that time passes you by. And another part, guys, is that it's so important that you pay attention to the kind of content that you create. You have to become creative and build your own audience and be known for something, not just recreate other people's content. I have a problem when you just reproduce other people's content and you don't create your own creative content. People need to know you for something, and you can make money on TikTok through the Humans app that I told you about, which works similarly to on Instagram. You can promote a product on TikTok, and Humans can pay you for that. And also you can do live streams on TikTok, and when you do your live streams, you can have people gifting you. So there are gifts that people give you. So those gifts, it can be a gift of a flower, a gift of what glasses or whatever. Those gifts, or her heart, those gifts, it's like it's converted into money. It's a certain amount of money. So you can be doing in 1 hour live. If people are enjoying your content, they can decide to just, bless you with some gifts, and that gifts it's converted into money. So that's basically that. And of course, our very own YouTube, which is one amazing thing, is that on YouTube you can obviously make money by having a YouTube channel, reaching all the subscribers that you need, which is 1,000 subscribers, 4,000 watch time within 1 year, and you can get monetized and make money. And also you can work with brands like, I mean, companies like Humans, that will also, you can bid on campaigns and promote brands products on your channel and get paid for that. And you get paid to promote those platforms, and at the same time you get paid to have a YouTube channel. So all I'm saying is that let's rethink how we look at social media, how we use social media. Let's look at the fact that there's an advantage to use social media in terms of making money, in terms of doing our best, in terms of growing ourselves. So let's not just be excited about being on social media for the fun of it. Take every opportunity possible that you see that can allow you to make money. Which brings us to the very last segment of the show. Are you ready? 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 We are running out of time, but we are now on topic for the day. So the topic for the day is have, excuse me, the topic for the day is have a relationship with money. Have a relationship with money. So what kind of relationship do you have with money? So it's so important that as individuals, and especially as whether you are young, whether you are, starting up in the industry of, finding your career path and everything, whether you're a student, it doesn't matter. It's so important that you have a good relationship with money. And having a good relationship with money, it means that you need to understand how money works. You need to understand how you can use money. You need to understand how you can utilize your money and, protect your money. Yes, love money. I mean, I love money. Do you love money like I love money? Who doesn't love money anyway? Who doesn't love money? I think we all love money. And of course, loving money means that we want to obviously build and have a sustainable life and be able to afford whatever that we wish to have in life. So building or having a relationship with money, it means that you get to learn the importance of saving. You get to understand why you need to protect your finances and everything. Now, some of us follow people like Nicolette. So I think we can give a shout out to Nicolette. Nicolette speaks about what's your move on this book. So it's a money book where it talks about how you can invest, the goals that you can set as your assets, your debts, black tax, how you can manage all of that. You can see. Can you see that? Can you see that? That is the book right there. So it speaks a lot about that. Now, I'm saying all of this because I feel like I personally didn't have a good relationship with money growing up. I didn't know when to save. Like, even when I started working, when I was earning 750, my very first job in life, the first job that I ever got, it paid me 750. At the time, I never thought of saving up or saving money. So when I get paid, I would obviously just either, send some maybe at home, or give, some to my, siblings or whatever, or just do things for myself. I don't see the need to save money. The fact that there was money in the bank, I just had to take it and do something with it. And little did I know that, what, if I had that saving mindset, I could have just made things better for myself. Because if you can have a good relationship with money and understand that you need to save from your earliest stage of life, save money so that you can somehow build a better sustainable financial future for yourself, for your career, for your family or whatever, it's so good to do that and think of what's going to happen next. I mean, right now people are losing jobs and everything. So imagine if you are working, but you're working towards nothing. You're not even saving money and everything. And when a crisis like this happens, you don't have savings. You're not able to do anything. It's so sad that we go through that. And especially us as, a black generations, black people, it's so sad that in our communities, issues of the conversation around finances or financial education is not really stressed much to everyone. So it's so important that we teach ourselves that knowing more about money, knowing how money works, it's super important. And of course, that is not all. There is also this lady here by the name of Busi. Busi talks about money and black people. So it's important that you also consider, what fitting into conversations like this, books like this that will somehow help you to understand how you can better your relationship with money. I believe that each and every one deserves to have wealth, deserves to have money, deserves to just have a good life. So for us to have a good life is for us to understand that just because you have money now does not mean that you can just splash it like just like that. See ways, learn many ways in terms of bettering your relationship with money and seeing how you can better yourself in terms of growing in the financial space and be able to do better in terms of learning more about money and investing in things that will somehow help you in the long run. I mean, a lot of black people are suffering right now from black tax, and this is an issue because it's like you find students that are still at school and already they're in debts. You are in debts because you have a loan. You are already in debts because by the time you start working, you need to help out back at home and do all of that. And you still have to pay back your school. By the time you have to start building your own life, it's unfortunate you don't have anything. You have to start from one. And by the time you keep doing that, you are already at your age of maybe retirement, or maybe you have kids, you haven't invested much into your kids, and the cycle goes back to your kids gets to suffer. And we want to break that chain. Let's start to have a relationship with money. So my wish for you, as you're going to start a new week, consider having conversations about money, seeing if you can put money aside, if you can somehow look at having money, or making money in a way of teaching yourself how to save, teaching yourself how to grow your money, teaching yourself how to be responsible when you spend your money. All right, we just have 2 minutes. 2 minutes to go. Let's see what's happening on the chat and we'll be out of here. All right, all right, all right, all right, all right, all right. What are we saying? Okay, we have a decent to saying morning glory. It's the morning glory, my brother. Thank you so much for joining. Much appreciation. So, do we have anyone? Titus on Facebook. Titus, we can see your comment on YouTube because you are watching from Facebook. But next time you can consider watching on YouTube so that we can read your comment and see your name. But Titus Mashile says, we all love money. Definitely, we all love money. We all want money. And for us to make sure that we have a good relationship with money is to educate ourselves in terms of how can we have a good relationship with money? How can we protect ourselves? How can we protect our families? How can we protect our loved ones and those future generation in terms of, having a good relationship with money? So with that said, ladies and gentlemen, it's been a lovely, lovely hour having this conversation with you. I am super filled up. I have learned so much from, wanting to know more about money as well. And I definitely feel like investing in myself in terms of knowing about money is the way to go. And I'm not going to stop. I might have started late in my life, my late 20s to start learning about money. But I'm gonna say this: it's not too late for any of you guys here who wishes to have a good relationship with money. It's not too late. You can still have a relationship with money. Start now and focus on building your brand. With that said, it's been lovely. I gotta go. Thank you so much. Much love and appreciation. And I am out of here. Thank you so much for all your contribution, guys. Thank you so much for watching this show. It's been lovely. It's been a lovely hour. Remember to make today count. I am a Real Talk with Nthabi. I am your host, and I look forward to connecting with you on all social media platforms, Instagram, Facebook, whatever. Real Talk with Nthabi. Let me get out of here. Love you always. Mwah.